Well, hello, everybody. This is Pastor Anderson and Andy.
Hi, guys.
It is Sunday, October 11th, and we are here with your next story out of 120 Bible stories. We're on story number 5. You guys have a guess who it might be?
I have a really bad joke to help you out guess.
Oh gosh, Andy has a joke to help you guess. Ready?
All
Here
right,
we go.
knock, knock.
Who's there?
Abra.
Abra who?
No, Abraham.
Okay, friends. We're talking about Abraham, who actually went by a different name at the beginning of his life. He went by Abram. And we're going to talk about how God spoke to Abram for the first time today. All right, everybody. So this in the middle of your screen is our dear buddy Abram and his wife Sarai. Andy, do you remember how old Abram was when God spoke to him for the first time?
I'm guessing not 21.
He was not 21. That does not look like a 21-year-old man there.
No.
Abram was 75 years old
Wow.
when God spoke to him, and God said to Abram, hey, you're living at home right now, way over in the east side of the world, but I want you to get up out of your home and I want you to go west to the special land that I am going to show you. And when you get there, I'm going to make you into a great nation.
Wow, that's a lot for a 78-year-old man.
Isn't that's a lot for a 75-year-old
Oh,
guy
75. Yep.
to have to get up and leave everything that he has known and go to a place that he doesn't really know where he's going.
How do you think he traveled?
I'll bet you he walked. How long do you think it took?
Gosh, years?
A while. He walks for a while. Because remember, back in those days, guys, they don't have fancy cars or trains or airplanes or anything like that. He's got to walk. And we know that you can see in the background here, Abram's got a lot of stuff. What are those little white things in the background of this picture?
They're sheep, Ryan.
They're sheep. How fast do you guys think sheep move? Not very quickly.
I don't know.
So it takes Abram and Sarai and all of their sheep and the rest of the people that work for Abram a long time to get to the promised land. And when they get there, there's a lot of land. But Abram has a problem. See, he's traveling with his nephew, whose name is Lot. Lot's not in this picture, but that's because when they get there, they realize that they can't all live in the same spot. Abram, you see, has a lot of sheep in the background. Lot also had a lot of sheep. Lot had a lot of sheep. And they couldn't live in the same place because the sheep would eat all of the grass, and that would be a problem. So Abram said to Lot, why don't you go one way and I'll go the other way? And that way we can live separately and our sheep can have enough to eat. And so Lot looked out and he saw all of the green, nice, well-watered area, and he took that side. And Abram settled in the land that is called Canaan. Can you guys repeat that with me? Canaan. And so Abram lives in Canaan, and God speaks to him again and says, look every direction that you can see, north and south and east and west, and all of the land that you can see with your eyes, I will give you. It's called the promised land. And so what does Abram do in this picture when God says these things to him?
It looks like he has a barbecue.
It looks like he's having a barbecue, doesn't it? But he's offering a sacrifice to thank God for this good promise.
Do you think it's lamb?
I think it very well might be lamb. Yeah. And you see Sarai is bringing something else to the sacrifice. I can't tell what that is. but they are offering their worship and their praise and their thanks to God for this great, amazing promise. So that's the story, everybody, of how God calls Abram into the promised land. And here's a couple of questions that we want you to think about in your Sunday school classes. Here is one of them.
First question, when Lot took the best green land, what did God promise Abram?
So that's question one. And then question two, when you guys are done with that one, I want you to name something hard that God has asked you to do. And how did he help you do it? Abram got asked to do a really hard thing, didn't he? He had to leave his land. He's an old guy, but he had to travel all the way across the world to go to the land God had promised. That's a hard thing to do. What sorts of hard things has God asked you to do, and how has He helped you do them? And that is the end of our Sunday school devotion for today. You guys discuss those, and we will see you all on here again next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.